Don't just get my screens organized here. It'll be sick. Well, you got the first like. Good on you, Sebrish. Every like helps. Helps you know, helps more people see the stream and all that. So it's good stuff. Okay, where were we? Now, yeah. So apologies to the Chaos Gate fans. I was going to play Chaos Gate today. I even had got my cosplay, got Sergeant Mercer cosplay going with the scar and everything. Got my my inquisitorial rosette here on my gorget. But I don't know. I was just too excited about that new endgame scenario stuff. That's yeah. That's a. I'm just gonna auto resolve this because we're gonna die. Let's face it. There's no way we're gonna win against this. I mean, could we win against? I mean, they're attacking me, right? So there's not really much I can do. Nah, we'll just fuck it. Just let it go. These two characters are immortal, so we lose all these good units, but that's okay. Send it to Legend. Yeah, no, I should have. I have a Stein with an inquisitorial seal on it. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think I want to get more like. I never really got into like getting. Oh shit. All right, well, we kind of need to fight this one because we need to not lose all of our armies. We could auto-resolve it. We could also retreat. I wonder if retreating would be a good idea. Yeah, maybe we'll retreat. If he follows up, it's okay. Yeah, well, we're just coming in time to get wrecked. Yeah, I never really like was that into being getting heaps of like Warhammer paraphernalia and stuff like that. But I don't know, now that I'm like live streaming and a YouTube channel and stuff like that, it's kind of like a thing that you do, you know, you get like Warhammer stuff and you have it in the background and stuff, you know. So it's like, I don't know, now it's like I've got an excuse, you know. So yeah, kind of. We might need to recruit a bunch of new guys. Yeah, I might go for that just in case we do need to recruit a bunch of new guys. Alright. So we're in a pretty bad place here. We're in a bit of a... This is not a This Is Total War campaign, but we are surrounded by enemies, so it's like we're kind of at war with everybody that's in our immediate vicinity. We've got a lot of agents now, so that's our sort of strong point. We've got lots of agents. So basically what we're trying to do here is just slow these guys down. So if we can just keep slowing down Ungram, we might be able to get somebody over here in time. Nah, we're not going to get there in time. We might be able to get this up in time. I'm just trying to get some more heroes out, basically, before we lose everything. I got me brother. Alright, let's get some revenge. You're pumped for the Gromby faction? Yeah, I wonder what they'll do with the Grombrindle faction. So obviously they're going to move them. I think I watched a little bit of Indie Pride's video. I think he said something about he thought they might be... Because Grombrindle's got like a rivalry or a hatred basically for Malekith. They might make it so that he fights against Malekith. We've got a 50% chance. Let's see if we can... Yeah, nice. There's only a 50-50 chance, but Bogmar's army is pretty strong, so damaging it a little bit's good. Let's get stabby. Yeah, so this is where that other army was. They couldn't really get away. Alright, we'll see if we can take out his armies one by one. Should we go for the easy one first, I guess?
I cannot.
Yeah, we'll go for the easy one first. We'll see if we can do this without taking any casualties. Lightning strike. Finally, true Warhammer coming. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to bring his army of Slayer miners. Yeah, he did have some Slayer armies before, but we wiped them out. And we took out his starting position, so he doesn't have any recruitment for Slayers. I wonder if I will allow the unplayable versions of 1 and 2 currently... I don't know. No, they won't be adding any factions to Warhammer 3, if that's what you mean. Soul Race. The Soul Race is not going to be in modifiers. I'm excited as well. Ghost and Volkmar are getting their own factions, and Grumbrindle, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, Grumbrindle hates Malekith because Malekith is the one that basically started the War of the Beard and betrayed. Malekith and Grumbrindle were like good friends, and then Malekith basically betrayed him and orchestrated a war between the elves, the high elves, and the dwarves. Well, the high elves, I guess at the time the high elves and the dark elves were just one. That was the elves, I guess. Alright, well, we can waste ammo, so we'll do that. Just because that second fight against Volkmar is probably going to be pretty tough. So we might want to just... And then maybe we'll just... We can lure out a few of his spells at least. I mean, it'd be good if we could waste all the ammo, but it might be hard to get them to actually waste it. Alright, okay. That was pretty good for the Gork, just wrecked them. Alright, let's see if we can get some points back. I missed with that for the Gork, I didn't realize I was out of range.
Moving fast! Moving fast! Moving fast! Running! Moving fast! Got it! Fight! Doing it! Running! Ah! Attack! Nasty skunkers! I'm the boss! Running! Let's fight! Moving fast! Where's the cave?
And these guys too. The trolls are like going against anti-large, but I'm hoping that because there's so many of them, they just can kind of like overwhelm. If we can kill as many as possible of these dudes, then we can do a bit of extra money if we can kill him. Yeah, every one of these guys, every entity that we can kill out of these guys gives us extra, I think, 30 HP in terms of after the game instant replenishment. So, you know, it's because we've got to fight Volkmar straight after this, so worth it if we can kill this. This is like pretty much a healing army. Yeah, it'd be good to actually do the War of the Beard a bit easier. I've kind of like thought about it a few times, but it's like, oh, how do you even get there? Like, how do you even get over there to fight him? You know? So yeah, with the new sea lanes. Excuse me. Actually, even with the sea lanes, it's going to be kind of hard for Karak to get anywhere near Malekith because yeah, like kind of like what I was saying with the new start positions of the Lords, like even like with if you're like Malekith, say, at the edge, at the left, like far northwest of the map, you know, how are you going to fight Karak, which is like dead in the center of the map? You know, there's no sea lanes that are going to get you any closer than that, to that. You can sail there, but yeah.
Stickers ready!
Did we... What happened to that Lord? Did we get that Lord? I don't know, maybe he got away. Alright, I think we've killed pretty much all that we're going to kill. If you can enter a sea lane at Barak Var, then you're good. I'm pretty sure with the sea lanes it said edges of the map. I'll just bring it up again, but... Sea lanes allow you to move distant armies between distant lands and continents from one side of the map to the other without leapfrogging them all the way across the map. Yeah, no, so it's from one side to the other side. No sea lanes in the middle, I would take that to mean. Instead of sea lanes, we should get teleport mechanics. So if you take the Altar of Darkness, for example, you can get to the Fortress of Vorag per the portal. Hey Blackwall, is there something in the lore about the Altar of Darkness having a portal to Vorag? Because if there is, then yeah, I'd fully support that. I think that'd be really cool. If there was just like, yeah, that'd be really cool. If there was just like 2 locations, maybe sort of towards the left middle and the right middle or whatever. So what were you suggesting? Altar of Darkness to Fortress of War. Altar of Darkness, do you mean is it Marina Marathi? I don't know if this map has actually got. I don't know if this map's actually got stuff on there. Where's the Altar of Darkness? Is that near like Titan Peaks? Fuck, I can't remember where either of those places are. Like I know the names, but I don't know where they're. But I was sort of thinking, yeah, if there was some sort of like a portal or something somewhere in the Chaos Dwarf areas. Nagaron's starting position is the Altar of Darkness. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Altar of Darkness is up here somewhere near where that Chaos Quest battle is. Yeah, somewhere around here in the Iron Mountains. Yeah, yeah. So no, you don't need to teleport there because you can just go here to the water and go into there. But I was sort of thinking if there was like maybe like in Avalon. Oh yeah, maybe they could make it that you could like raid the tree root, the world roots or something. Like just say you wipe out not Avalon. What's it called? The Wood Elf area. You know, you could open up a portal from the Wood Elf area to like the Chaos Dwarf area or something like that. So, you know, so basically there's like you can sail from here to over here, but there's also like a couple of shortcuts from like here to here or something like that. Or maybe like, yeah, I don't know. Just if there was just like a couple of random locations where you could take armies through a portal. If it was in the lore, like I don't really want to like add random portals and shit into the game that are not in the lore. Actually, I don't even know if I like the idea of going through portals because that's the thing. It's like a lot of stuff's kind of cool in gameplay terms, but if it changes the world, like I'm not sure if I'm into it, you know, like because in the Warhammer lore, like armies don't go around. Here we go. You see, we got a full heal off this for killing this army. In the lore, armies don't typically go around teleporting around the place. That's not like part of the Empire art of war. Is not like, oh yeah, if we want to go to war with somebody, we go to Blackfire Pass and then we go through the teleport portal there and then take our army to Cathay. That's our normal army attack method. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. Like, you can have like you can say that it's like some magical super rare thing or whatever, but if it's a thing that players can access in the game and that they can just do it all the time because it's really convenient, then they will, and then that will become, you know, the world. Like the world will become a thing where you just, you know, teleport your armies across the battlefield wherever you want. So you know what I mean? Like, as much as I think it'd be really interesting and cool, like for the world map. Like, I don't know if I really want it to be in there unless there's a pretty good lore reason for it. Alright, definitely gonna have to waste some ammo here. Everyone would hunt the town portal spell like in Heroes of Might and Magic. Yeah, that's right. Get some town portal. Chaos Dwarves will probably be a full DLC. Yeah, Chaos Dwarves will definitely be a full DLC. Chaos Dwarves is going to be a race pack for sure. Imagine if the sea lanes are bugged at launch and your army's black arcs disappear into the void. Yeah, it's like, you know, you get a little message saying your fleet is crossing the Great Oceans. They'll come back in a few turns. And then, like, you're waiting. It's like 10 turns, 15 turns, 20 turns. You're like, oh, wow, this mechanic takes a really long time. It's super realistic. And then you just never get your army back. Classic. Yeah, so this can't hide. I think this can't hide, but if we put it behind the mountain, it'll be invisible. Put these guys just over here. They can kind of sweep in from the side. Alright, let's see if we can get some artillery fire happening. Okay, everything, yeah, spider's hidden behind the ridge, so they can't see the spider, that's good. Get over here behind this tree. Actually, I got a feeling these guys are going to get hit by some shrapnel if we stay in there. Okay, so we got cannons and we got artillery. There should be some cannons firing at us as well, I think. Yeah, there's cannons firing as well, so cool. We're wasting all the artillery ammo. We've still got to deal with the demigriffs. Are they demigriffs with halberds? I think they might be. Oh no, there's Reichsguard. Didn't they have demis? Oh yeah, demis. Just normal demigriffs. Okay, they're normal demigriffs. They're not anti-large, so they won't wreck our trolls too much, hopefully. Oh shit. Thanks guys, sorry. You're missing the exciting battle play. Well, at least I gave you good narration. All you can see is the map. Yeah, thanks guys. Sorry. Pickle Father's got the map emoji. We might need to make a new emoji for the map emoji. Like, you have the map up. Take the map down. Gobbos against the world. Yeah, that's right. I was just showing you the map of the world domination. Where we're going to stab him. Thanks, Mercy. I studied the whole map. Oh, nice. Yeah, thanks again for Asa TJ, I think it is. To put that map together. It's on, if you just Google like Immortal Empires data mine map, you'll find the Reddit post where he posted that with some commentary and stuff as well. The map, Mercy. Thanks, Andrew Jones. I took it down now. Sorry, it took a while. Actually, have I got my... I've got this, yeah, I've got the settings proper on proper. That's right. No, I'm saying I want you to put the map back. Oh, okay. No worries. There you go. Just carry on playing like that. Yeah, sorry. I put it up for a little while. There you go. That's all you get. If you had have super chatted more, then you would have got more map. That's all you get for $2. No, that was perfect. Ah, good. Glad to help. All right. What's going on here? There we go. Yeah, obviously this would be. I mean, we could probably. I reckon we could probably beat this army even without doing this. But yeah, we can beat them better if we do this. So. Also, yeah, wasting ammo is not going to be as much of a thing in Warhammer 2. I mean, in Immortal Empires. You can still do it, but it's not as easy. And you can't do it with, yeah, you can't really do it with small entities before the fight starts. You can still waste, I think. So in Warhammer 3, I think there's two different things. So first of all, there's like the passive AI. If the AI is defending and they've got missile superiority, you get like the passive AI where they sit there and wait for you to attack, and you can theoretically waste ammo. Except for with the new passive AI now on Legendary and very hard, it won't shoot at small or medium-sized entities. It'll only shoot at large entities, like bigger than cavalry. You know, like Nakari and Skarbrand and stuff like that. So you can still waste ammo with Nakari and Skarbrand. But you can't waste ammo with Gobbo big bosses like I'm doing right now. But I think once the battle actually starts, and once they become activated, then you can sometimes like ammo waste with smaller entities. But yeah, not always. Like I haven't really looked into that much yet, like how it works with after the battle started. But yeah, there's definitely different after the battle started. Trying to get these cannons to shoot. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I'm super excited about those dilemmas. I don't know if anyone else has played Battle Brothers and knows what I'm talking about with the end game dilemmas, but the like the end game dilemmas in Battle Brothers, they're part of that emergent storytelling. You know, they're part of that because I mean that's what's so great about the Total War series, like this sort of emergent storytelling that happens where there's no like linear kind of story thing that just like has you on rails, but it's more like the story elements become uncovered throughout the campaign, you know. And a lot of it is like, some of it's scripted, but there's sort of like a little bit of scripted stuff that interacts with the dynamically created content. So you have content that's created by just the AI factions just making decisions, moving around the map. That, you know, in different games, the AI decides to expand in different directions and attack different factions and stuff like that. But it's done in a way where the AI factions still make decisions that sort of make sense for their character, you know, but they don't necessarily always do exactly the same thing, you know. So like, you know, like the Empire basically hates vampires, right? And they hate greenskins. So, you know, the Eastern Empire factions are almost certainly going to get into wars against the Von Carsteins and the you know, the Red Eye and the Bloody Spears if they get in contact with them, you know. But which order, which enemy they focus on first, all that kind of stuff, you know, gives you a different dynamic storyline. And then the sort of scripted events like the Chaos Invasion happens, and that sort of interacts with that. So, you know, the Chaos Invasion means, like, if you're playing as Reichland and the Chaos Invasion happens, what the Chaos Invasion means like wildly different things depending on what's going on with the campaign. Like in a pretty normal campaign, for example, you know, you might have conquered everything in the north by the time the Chaos Invasion arrives, so that basically everything in the northeast corner of the Mortal Empires map is Reichland. So that when the Chaos Invasion comes, they're invading right into your lands, and you know, probably you're ready for it. You've probably got like 10 armies waiting for them, or you've got you've got like 3 really powerful armies with lightning strike and a bunch of witch hunters to slow down their movement, or whatever, however you're going to deal with it, you know. But in a different campaign, Throt might have, you know, you might have got ganged up on by the vampires, and then you got ganged up on by Throt, and basically, you know, you got completely wrecked, and now you've like kind of expanded into Bretonia or something. Like, I'm just starting to think of some like disaster scenario, you know. And you know, you still hold Reichland, but you've lost all of the rest of the empire, and that's all been taken over by Throt, you know. So in this scenario, the Warriors of Chaos are invading into Throt's lands instead of into your lands, you know. And you've got like a bit of a buffer there maybe before they get to you. So, you know, that sort of interaction between the sort of storyline elements and the dynamic elements, like, I don't know, it's just a match made in heaven, I reckon. It's just makes a beautiful combination of stuff. And this like end game scenario stuff, I think, is just another you know, another avenue for them to sort of add to that and deepen it, with hopefully like more, like, yeah, like I said, I'm hoping they're gonna make it like a full storyline thing. Like, I think they said that they're gonna, like, they said that Immortal Empires is going to be feature complete when it first comes out. So that means that all of the dilemmas are going to already be there. All of the endgame scenarios are already going to be in the game. And that sort of like, that makes me think that they're probably not going to be as in depth and like as, you know, as cool as I'm hoping, basically. But they are going to like keep improving things as time goes on, right? So just because the dilemmas are, you know, the dilemmas might be really bare bones and not that exciting at the start, but they might just keep improving them and adding new stuff to them, you know. I don't know. I'm a bit worried that if the skeleton of it is too kind of simple and doesn't have enough to it, then they won't really be able to do much with it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that they've kind of made the framework of the endgame scenarios kind of, you know, in such a way that they can build on it, you know, and make it really cool, basically. I don't know how else to say it. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, I guess. What is that, Rex Guard?
Moving fast. Ready. Moving fast. Spell smash.
Ah, I got like 1.5 units there. That's not too bad, I guess.
Goblins! Let's! Come on, lads! Big boss!
Ready. Moving fast.
Skarsnik! Running! What am I
Can I cast spells?
We're about to get in range of shooting. Good.
Wolf chariot!
We need to buff these guys.
God's will.
Shifting it! Running! Shifting it!
Can you get out of there? Get out of there. Oh shit, yeah, you got it right.
Bring me carrion. Shade.
Fuck, these guys are way too far away. Yeah, we definitely fucked up a bit here. I wonder if we could pop a bit of this section down. Let's see how much.
Here's better than that! Gonna stab them! Goblins! Nasty skunks! Who can we stand? Stab them! Moving fast! Moving fast!
Let me help you.
I need these guys to get up there.
We stab! Warlord of Eight Feet! Running! Running! And fight! If dog wants it! Gotta kill him! Big boss! You're the bigger
Get
boss!
up there and help those guys.
Doing it! Right!
Good deal. And these guys are in force march, so. Oh no, Sipish, have a good sleep, man. Alright, we'll see if we can kill as many of these fuckers as we can. So we can get some.
You first! We is Gobbos! Nasty skullcase!
Get some more punishment.
We is Gobbos!
Where's me?
Warlord of Eight Feet!
Skarsnik never really takes any damage compared to the others. I should put the healing potion on these two guys. That's right. More scripted scenarios are better than nothing. The best part of Warhammer 3 right now is the opening tutorial campaign. Shows that just how good at CA is at crafting scenarios for players. I think that the opening tutorial is really cool in terms of storyline, although I still haven't finished it. Definitely agree on that point, but I don't necessarily think that means that there's any place for it in Immortal Empires. Like, Immortal Empires is supposed to be a sandbox campaign. You know, Creative Assembly knows this. They've been like made a point of saying that it's definitely a sandbox campaign when they in the beta details that we read before. And you know, I don't think we really want that to change. Like, we don't want this to become like, there's definitely good story based thematic kind of games, or you know, whatever out there, but that's not what we want this to be. Like, Total War is meant to be is meant to be a sandbox thing, you know. But you can, but what I was trying to get is that you can have, you want this, you do want this emergent storytelling. Like, humans are all about storytelling, you know, and about stories. And like, you know, even though it's a sandbox and it's not a story-based game, like the thing that makes the sandbox so cool is that you create your own story, you know, like your own story kind of comes out. And yeah, I agree. Yeah, pick up. That's it. That's basically what I was saying as well. You know, I want some scripted events and some sort of dilemmas and some sort of randomized events that happen at different times or don't necessarily happen at all. And all of that, you want that to sort of combine into this sort of semi-random, procedurally generated, evolving storyline thing. You know, and I'm making that sound really, is esoteric the right word? Like, I'm making that sound really like highfalutin or whatever, but you know, it's not really. I just mean, you know, a sandbox with a few extra little elements to make it, to give it a bit more story feel to it, which is basically what we've got now. And I'm just saying that those endgame scenarios provide another opportunity for them to go deeper into that. Any number of dilemmas become repetitive over time. Well, yeah, I mean, anything, if you keep repeating something, it will become repetitive. That's, yeah.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks.
But I mean, you expect some repetition, you know? Like, if you play Skarsnik campaigns and you just keep playing Skarsnik campaigns one after another every time, then you're going to expect some repetition, you know? Like, every time you're going to be playing Skarsnik, every time you're going to have the same starting units, every time you're going to be fighting character Norn first, you know? Like, those elements are going to be the same. But with the endgame scenarios, there'll be a few different ones, and they'll happen at random times, and in random order. And you may not necessarily get all of them. So in one campaign, you might get an orc invasion around turn 80, and later on you get an undead invasion, later on you get a chaos invasion. In another one, you might get a chaos invasion on turn 80, you never get any orc invasion, and later on you get the undead invasion. So, you know what I mean? Like, even though you will have done all of the dilemmas before, you won't have done the dilemmas in the exact same order with the same stuff happening in your campaign. You know, like, we're kind of back to what I was saying about the chaos invasion before. The chaos invasion can mean different things depending on what your campaign's doing, you know. So that's the same as this. Like, with the dilemmas happening at different times, in different orders, randomized, and your campaigns are going to be playing out differently. In this campaign, the order tide formed and the Dowie all over you, and the different campaign it's not, you know. And so that's the thing. Like, the dilemmas, eventually you will have played all the dilemmas, but you won't have played them in the same order, in the same situation, etc. And the other really important thing about the dilemmas is that, like, they have to be fun. Like, you know, they can't just be shit things that happen to you that you hate. You know, like the chaos invasion, right? The chaos invasion happens. It doesn't give you anything good. It's just a bad thing that happens with lots of enemies that come. Some people might find it's really easy to deal with. Some find it really, really hard. But there's no real reward to it. There's nothing really exciting or interesting about it. You know, it's just, you just kill some dudes and they're gone. You know, that's not how they should do it. You know, the dilemmas should provide you with an opportunity to get awesome stuff. You know, like, you should be like, awesome orc invasion, that's going to be great. I can't wait to get all my special orc things that I can only get during the orc invasion scenario, you know. But it's going to be scary because there's going to be, I know they always have heaps of black orcs and trolls. I'm going to need lots of armor piercing and anti-large to deal with the orc invasion, you know. But it's going to be worth it because I'm going to get this cool stuff and I want to engage with it, you know, because it's cool. And you know, and then it's like, oh, undead, okay, undead invasion, okay. I know there's going to be heaps of magic and there's going to be heaps of skeletons, so I'm going to need magic resistance and, you know, anti-infantry or whatever, you know, like, so, you know, like when a dilemma comes, you're going to have a general idea of what sort of stuff you need to get to deal with it, and you'll be looking forward to the rewards that you can get from it. And that's the key, you know. If the in-game scenarios are just shit things that happen that you don't like and they're nothing good about them for you, there's no advantage to you, then yeah, it's going to get annoying. Like, you're just going to be like, I wish they would just remove these fun things from the game, they're annoying. But if they provide you opportunity to get cool stuff, you know, that like that's basically everything that's in the game should be in the game because it's fun. Like, nothing should be in the game because it's like, oh, it's too easy and so we want to make it harder for the players and they won't like it, but at least it'll make it more challenging, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, nothing should really be like that. I feel like there's no reason not to make everything fun, really. That's my, I mean, I don't know. I probably should stop getting so philosophical about like gameplay, game design, because I don't really, you know, I'm not a game designer, and I'm sure that creative assembly designers can do a lot better job than me, but I don't know. That's just my kind of opinion, anyway. Then it's just Realm of Chaos again. Yeah, they definitely need to make them rewarding. Exactly, yeah. I think that's a key thing. Like, they have to be rewarding. Like, they have to be threatening. They have to be dangerous. They have to be rewarding, as in you have to get rewards from them, and they have to be interesting to interact with. You know, like, you know, like, you have to. Like, the scenario has to occur, and then you have to, like, know a little bit of information. Maybe you don't know everything that's going to happen, but you know some basic information, like, oh yeah, there's going to be lots of orcs, there's going to be lots of black orcs with armor, there's going to be lots of trolls. You know, I've got a general idea of what's going on. And so then you can take action based on that. You know what I mean? Like, you need to be able to interact with the mechanic in a meaningful way. If it's just like, armies are coming, there's no special thing I need to do, I just need to fight the armies. You know, like, that's not as good. Whereas if there's like you know, I know the army's going to come. I know they generally come from the southeast, or sometimes they come from the east. So I'll try and build up that area just in case that's where they're going to come from. I know they're going to have certain types of, you know what I mean? Like, there needs to be, you know, a certain type of, yeah, there needs to be some interaction there as well. Anyway, how are we going to survive this situation? So, like, on a macro level, we need to kind of decide what we're going to do. Like, we've got a little bit of an empire here. My original plan was to try to wipe out the empire, but then the empire, like, destroyed one of my armies, and so now it seems a bit less likely that that's going to happen.
I got me brother.
I'm
leaving. I'm gone. Right, let's do it.
In the short term, anyway.
Mark says what?
We need a little gaggle of heroes around Skarsnik to defend him against. We need some Black Orc big bosses. We need some more of these Goblin big bosses. Might send. We've got some spare ones, I think, over here. Might just send some heroes back over towards Skarsnik, so he's got some hero support. We don't need.
Bold for war.
What do you want? Boss?
We don't need quite this many
You're the boss.
heroes over here. So I feel like the heroes are kind of like a force multiplier. If we can get, you know, an army with like 3 or 4 heroes around it, then they can hopefully take on a much stronger force.
Magic's ready.
Do what I says. Lead it from the front. I'll put the fear of
There we
God
are.
into them.
Oh,
Now they'll see. Curse 'em. Move! The tribe's ready.
see what we can do here. Really hope CA copies endgame prices from Stellaris. Those are perfect in my opinion. Them being replicable in Warhammer 3 would be awesome. You might have to tell us about what they are. Like maybe if you could concisely tell us what the Stellaris ones are like, or what one of them is like, or what's cool about them, or something like that. And just write out most of the ads so I see it, Ruffle. Realm of Chaos is not that bad now. You kill the prince, removes debuff, and you get a global buff. Yeah, not that bad is not that bad is not the epitaph you want for a mechanic, you know, because like, you know, if it's not that bad, it will be that means it is bad. It's just not that bad, so it should be removed. So after it's been removed, like we'll remember it as that was not that bad. You know, like that's not the epitaph that you want. You want like, remember that game that had that mechanic? It was the greatest thing ever. We should put it into this game, like what Ruffle's saying about Stellaris. Yeah, we don't want anything that's not that bad. We want everything to be good. That's my take on it.
Night goblins.
Hmm.
I'm the boss. What now?
Yeah, I'm trying to get them to
Mark speed.
Soul Race is barely subpar right now as a mode. I don't even want to talk about the Soul Race. It's like no one cares about the Soul Race, you know. It's like it was a thing that was okay. Whatever, like it didn't quite hit the mark, you know. I don't want to like bag on it any more than we already have, but it's like it's irrelevant now, you know. It's not, the Soul Race is not going to be in Immortal Empires. It's like, I mean we can talk about, you know, whether we think they'll make the same mistake again this time or whatever, but you know, I don't think that they will. So I think it's basically there's just no point talking about the Soul Race, you know. It's not relevant to Immortal Empires really, so. I was hoping we're going to be able to get them to reform in such a way that we can get a good blob. And then get a good stomp. Main thing I love is that they give super powerful rewards, unique for each one. Oh, nice. Well, yeah, it seems like they're going to give powerful rewards it seems like they're going to give powerful rewards for completing the campaign, they said. They didn't say anything about giving powerful rewards for the endgame scenarios. So that's one of the things that I'm a bit worried about with the endgame scenarios. Like, I hope they realize they need to make them fun, you know? I mean, I think they must realize that because I think they would have had that feedback. They've had lots of feedback about the Chaos, like Archaeon Chaos Invasion, and people like criticizing it and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm pretty sure they realize that they need to make it fun. But yeah. So Andrew Pye said, I actually like the Rifts and Slaanesha's Realm even at launch. Everything else was meh. I didn't really like Slaanesha's Realm. Like, I liked Slaanesha's rewards. I thought it's kind of cool how you can get those rewards. and they really strongly affect your campaign, and that's kind of cool. But it's a bit like that mod that unlocks weird start positions, so you can play as Malekith but start off in Reichland and shit like that. It's kind of cool and whatever, but it's like, and I can see how it adds replayability and everything, but it's not really something that I want to be in the base game. You know what I mean? I don't really like. It doesn't really make sense in the base game. Trying to get these guys to like blob up and. Oh, here we go. Something's happening. Been pretty good. What's going on over here? You guys are all invisible, right? Why are they going towards them? Let's just kill them. Yeah, we can try and make them take as long as possible to get over here. That'd be cool. Alright, if they don't want to come after us, we'll just kill their heroes. We can do that.
Gobbos! Nasty skulkers! Get out to ready! Yeah!
Alright, maybe if we...
Moving fast! Nasty skulkers! Ready! Get out to ready!
Oh yeah, actually we should... kind of screwed up because we didn't bring these guys over fast enough.
Running!
I got in.
Stickers ready! Running! Charge! Nasty skunkers! Let's fight! Let's fight! Spells ready! Let's scrap! Drink and brew! Gonna stop 'em! Moving fast! Running! Let's fight!
Get ready to war.
All right. Good deal.
Nasty skunk!
Now, the hero like did a fair bit of damage to those nasty stalkers.
Goblin! Drink the brew!
I'm ready. Spell smash.
Good thing about dwarves, they fight to the last man, so you get to
Fight daggers!
kill all their guys, basically.
Goblins! Moving fast! Charge! I'll kill the lot of them! Shifting it! With a throw hands!
Imagine if they replaced all the Chaos Invasion armies with Wood Elf armies. That might make it challenging. Yeah, for sure. That would make it challenging for sure. Actually, that would be a really good endgame scenario. If the like they have a big wild hunt scenario where the Wood Elves go absolutely ballistic and just go like on a mad wild hunt and go out and slaughter everything that's nearby to them. That's another cool thing that would with the dilemmas as well. Like if you could get like one of the end game scenarios could be like a wild hunt, a Wood Elf wild hunt scenario, right? And that might not necessarily be something that you have to personally deal with, you know what I mean? Like you might get this wild hunt come out of the Wood Elves and absolutely decimate Bretonia. And, you know, depending on if you're playing as Bretonia, then that's like a really difficult thing to deal with. But if you're playing as Empire, that might weaken Bretonia and allow you to annex Bretonia, you know, and then you can then defeat the weakened Wild Hunt as well, you know, so it might actually be a good thing for you, you know, or if you play as, who's Bretonia's natural ally? They don't really, you know, they don't really have an enemy. I guess if you play as Norska, you know, like Bretonia gets taken out and then you don't have to deal with them anymore or something, you know. Hey, Fade Crowley, more teef. Exactly. Thanks, man. That's a lot of teef. Very generous. Thanks, buddy. But yeah, so I don't know, there's just like, yeah, I don't know if I'm explaining myself properly, but there's just like, there is so much potential for this endgame scenario idea, and for it to be, you know, for it not to be just a really flat, lifeless thing like, oh, enemy armies spawn, you have to fight them, you know, but for it to be like a real storyline sort of thing, like, yeah, I wish I could explain it better how it comes in how it happens in Battle Brothers, but it's not just about there being a good reward for it. Like you want there to be rewards for it. Like I said, it could be special items that only drop from the endgame scenario armies, or it could be like special regiments or renown units that you only get awarded to you once you've dealt with. I think that'd be really cool. Like if every dilemma, like, or not every dilemma, just say there's a vampire one, right? Because you know you have like the Stir River Patrol and the Death's Heads. There's a unit of halberdiers I think called the Death's Heads, and they're like specifically were formed to fight like Sylvania to fight the vampire counts and stuff. They have these special like gorgets around their necks so that they can't get drunk by vampires and stuff. You know, so like it'd be cool if you had like that special regiment around the Death's Heads, and you could only recruit them during the vampire dilemma if you get a vampire dilemma. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like, so it's not like a super powerful reward, but it's just like a cool little thing that you can only get during that, you know, during that dilemma. Late game is 300 turns. Last thing you need is a swarm of nonsense spawning. I wouldn't say late game is 300 turns, Scott Monkey. I'd say late game is like 140, 100 turns, 140 turns. But it depends what you mean, you know. I guess like one way you could describe it is like mid game is when you get access to tier 4 units, and you've probably consolidated your starting area and conquered a bit of other stuff, and you're starting to face up against other mid-game enemies. You know what I mean? Like other major factions that have confederated each other a little bit, and then end game is when all of the big factions have gobbled each other up, and you've just got like mega packs everywhere, you know, or whatever. But, you know, there's different ways. Like, yeah, if you say the end game is when you get to basically when most factions are tier 5, that happens really early. That's probably like, you know, turn 80 or turn 100 or something, you know. Like AI factions get to tier 5 by like turn 80 or something like that, maybe even earlier. So, you know, so you could say late game is when you're facing late game armies, you know, which is quite early. But yeah, I don't think anyone's version of late game is turn 300. Most people would probably stop playing by that stage. It's probably a bit too long. I get what you're saying, but yeah. I'd say there's a vanishingly small percentage of campaigns that go to like 300, turn 300. It'd be good if there was enough content to make it interesting, though. These new dilemmas might be the thing that does it. So, our job, this army's job is basically trying to keep this alive, keep our faction alive, basically. We really need another army, but we can't really recruit one because we're going to be constantly under pressure. We can do another war. Water Princes are rank 6. Pretty crazy. Well, yeah, well, that's one thing with the endgame scenarios in Battle Brothers. You can choose whether you want them to happen or not. And like they don't start until day 80 or day 100 or something in the game. So it's sort of like later on, you know. So basically, and I think they should institute it the same way in this. So it's basically like you can choose to have no endgame scenarios. So you just play sandbox, no scripted events at all. You know, or you can choose to have, well, ideally if you had 3 different options. 1, no scripted events at all. Number 2, you choose 1 scripted event, like you choose vampires or whatever. So then sometime between like turn 100 and 160 or something, then you're going to get the vampire endgame scenario where vampires come and raise the dead everywhere and march on Altdorf or whatever. And then you have another option where you can choose like ongoing or random. So basically you can choose which event you want first, and then you can choose if you just get one, or if it keeps spawning them. So if you choose the keep spawning them option, it'll basically just keep spawning random endgame scenarios every so often. So every like 60 to 100 turns or whatever, a new in-game scenario will pop up. So you'll have like, you know, 20-30 turns to fight the war or whatever, resolve the end-game scenario. Then you'll have another like, you know, 30-50 turns or whatever of relative peace for you to just conquer the world, do whatever you want to do. And then you'll have another in-game scenario. And then, so you basically can have those ones where you play on for like 300 turns or whatever, you know. And for people that enjoy more of a passive gameplay style, you know, you can like turtle up, like you'd play Empire where you play defensive Empire. You just only have the starting Empire provinces. You don't expand anywhere else. You just defend your borders and stuff, and you just let the world evolve around you and everything, you know. And then every so often you have like a dilemma where some new threat will arise or whatever. You know, this only work on like on normal and lower difficulties. On legendary, you'll have like a, you know, 50 province greenskins come against you and just wreck you at some point if you try and play passive on legendary for a long time. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's like I like the idea of being able to like live in the world, just sort of like permanently. So anything that kind of lets you do that, it's cool, I reckon.
Nasty magic's ready.
Yeah, I got rid of all my my recruitment buildings. The trolls, I'm kind of liking the stone trolls, I gotta say.
We're the watch you ain't no wars.
Alright, what we got here?
Belegar.
This army is basically busted. This army is can get busted some more. See what I mean? These like agents are just destroying these armies. So there's like nothing left of them basically to fight by the time I'm ready to take them on.
What? You're the boss.
Don't think so. No, I will not shame my clan.
Yeah, we're just trying to keep him back long enough so we can get some more hero capacity. Yeah, we're trying to get some more shamans and troll hags. Look how well you achieved to have early mid-game strong opponent Belegar. Just let him evolve. What? I don't get what you're saying. Sorry, Dylan. If you're being sarcastic or something, you might just have to literally say what you're trying to say because I'm not picking it up. I can actually see an Elector Count campaign being pretty fun. Lots of items to steal. Yeah, true. Yeah, this is not a like how to play Skarsnik campaign by any means. It's just like a fun campaign, but it is kind of fun having lots of agents though. So I stand by that aspect of it.
Bold for war. Strongest, meanest. Bold for war.
All right, I think we're just about done here. Skarsnik's chilling over there. Yeah, we'll quickly try and build another army, and then we'll get a war going. What I try to say is you do not need scripted events, just play the map how you want. Yeah, well, you don't need scripted events. You can just play the map how you want, but it gets really fucking boring though. Like that's the whole point of what they're trying to do with these in-game scenarios. Like if you Clockmonkey was saying, like endgame for Clockmonkey, he's saying is turn 300. He likes to get to the point where he gets really powerful, and then he can just kind of like live there and be really powerful and shit. But the thing is, like, by the time you get to turn 300, like nothing new is going to happen. There's nothing exciting that's going to happen. You're going to have complete control of the whole world, you know, blah blah. So it's like, why would you play past? There's not really any reason to play past about turn 80 in most games, I reckon, because by the time you get to about turn 80, either you're fucked up or you're dominating. You know, sometimes you'll be like, you fucked up a bit, but you're bringing it back. You know, you're clawing it back. But yeah, in general, like, you know, you get to a certain point, you start steamrolling, and then there's not really any point playing anymore, you know? Whereas endgame dilemmas that are both challenging, interesting in terms of giving you a bit of a story, and give you a reward, like an actual concrete, fun to use, like in-game reward, you know, that stuff is that's what you want, you know. That's going to keep you, that's potentially going to keep you playing for longer. That's the idea of what we're trying to do. So I don't know, I think that's all good, basically. I mean, I think nobody wants like a Realm of Chaos, like nobody wants anything as oppressive as the Realm of Chaos campaign, where you're just literally forced to go through exactly the steps that they want, you know. But it doesn't have to be that intense, you know what I mean? It could just be like a couple of armies, like, you know, just say it's like, yeah, a few little like quarter stacks spawn at random places around your empire. So if you haven't got walls built and whatever, they could damage some of your weaker stuff, but it's not really a big deal. Probably your allies kill half of them and stuff, you know. It's just like a forewarning. And then like the big event happens, and maybe like, you know, 5 or 6 armies spawn on one side of your province, and you have to go and you have to build an expeditionary force to go and deal with it, you know. Maybe they could have some things like that are like more like minor events, you know, where you just have to build a couple of armies to deal with it, you know. It's not sort of like a chaos invasion level, you know, existential threat type of thing. It's just like a little interesting little tidbit kind of thing that pops up every now and again, you know. I feel like that's, you know, I feel like that's okay. But I mean, but yeah, I don't know. I think they could, I don't know. There's lots of different things they could do. There's lots of different ways that people could react to that. I think one of the things that's important for that sort of stuff is foreshadowing and like giving the player useful information about it, you know? Like if it feels unfair, like if you've like conquered the entire map except for 1/4 of it, and then all of a sudden 50 armies spawn right at the back of in your rear echelons, you know, where you've got no armies, and you had no forewarning about it at all, and like, what the fuck's going on? Then, you know, yeah, you would be frustrated by that, you know. But if you got forewarning, like it's like you've heard whisperings of chaos cults in Altdorf, you know, blah blah, you know, you might need to deal with this situation before it gets out of hand, and you know, then you have another thing, and there's like some chaos agents are appearing around the map in around near Altdorf. You're fighting over in Nagorond, right? And then you're like, oh shit, something's going on in Nagorond, in Altdorf, you know, there's chaos invasions or whatever. Maybe I should raise a couple of armies back there, you know. And then, you know, like a few turns later, some armies spawn, and you're like, oh, cool, I was really clever because I built some armies to be secure against a threat in my home territory, and now I'm rewarded by those armies spawning, and I was right, and I can fight them, you know? Like, I think that if you have some sort of forewarning and then, you know, then that's going to make players not feel like it's so unfair, you know? And it's going to be a lot more enjoyable to interact with if there's like a logical way of dealing with it. It's like sort of like in the Chaos Gate dilemmas, you know, like the Chaos Gate dilemmas can be really punishing. Like you can literally die and lose the whole game if you choose the wrong thing in the dilemmas. But they're not really, the way they do them I think is pretty good. Like they actually give you a fair bit of information in the text about what's going on and about what the likely outcome is, and you can make sort of a bit of a semi-informed decision. A lot of those dilemmas in other games you don't know, like it's like, oh, do you want to challenge the guy, or do you want to just let him pass? And you don't know which one's gonna, like, you might have chosen challenge him last time, and you challenge him and then you get a reward and whatever, whereas you do challenge him this time and 3 of his mates come out of the shadows and stab you to death, and there's no rhyme or reason about which one's which, you know. But that's not like how it is in Chaos Gate. Like they give you a hints about what the outcome might be, and there's things you can do to prepare against certain things, and you know, and I think that's the key to making it like acceptable to players. Yeah, no, you definitely can make your own content there, and I get that. But and I'm a big proponent of that. But I think that they can add more. Like, I think they can add new content without like removing the ability for you to make your own content as well. You know. And hopefully, the more new content that they add, the less that you'll need to make your own content. You know.
Not likely.
Okay, so we got this is now we get to see these. Check out my Black Orcs. Right, got level 40, level 11, level 40, level 37. Right. Should we use? We're gonna use all of them. We use these three. Okay, so this. So check out this army. This army is like pretty much full health, 18 stack. It's not that dangerous. Like we don't really need to do this, but I'll just do it for fun anyway. So yeah, full health, pretty much full health, 18 stack. Then this guy assaults them. Blam. Now they're down to 50% health. Now this guy assaults them. Failed. So try this guy. Did he succeed or fail? I think he might have failed.
Nothing we can't clobber.
Where's my... Oh, here we go. I failed. Alright, well, never mind. But it's even just that one... This is just one Black Orc. Look at that. It did like 50% damage to the army, basically. I mean, if you get two of them, you can knock an army from like full health down to like 25% health, basically. You just get fucking ruined. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Who should we tap?
Actually, Nuisances looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, I guess we're gonna need to plus march over here. Anything else for it, really?
I'll get out.
I have no time for this.
Now, it comes. I ain't doing that. Side.
Oh, crap.
We's the hardest tribe ever.
On it. This magic is real. The tribe's ready. I'm special. Nasty magic's ready.
Gonna stomp everything to bits. I'll drag them defenders out.
Let's get stabby. You're the boss.
But yeah, so good thing about Skaven, good thing about Skarsnik is that he gets free agent actions. So I don't need to worry about the cost.
idea yet.
There's a trait that you can get if you keep doing block army. You can get a trait that gives you extra reduction in the range of the block army. And there's also one for the Black Orcs that can give them extra reduction in the amount of inveterate brawler, 15% extra casualty inflicted by assault units. So they get inveterate brawler, 15% there. They get another 15% from assault units here, and they get another 10% from here. So it's like plus 40% like on top of the base like assault units. So it's pretty cool.
I am a rune lord, not some smith.
Me protter's ready.
All right, we got a garrison army there. Wonder, can we? What's the distance there? 19. Yeah, I was hoping we could go to like Grumberg and then go there as well, but. Oh, there's another army here as well. Shit. I think we're gonna abandon. We're probably gonna abandon Altdorf because if we could get, if we get Midland to take over Altdorf, that would work out well because then we can because I want to try and slowly wipe out Reichland, but I can't necessarily hold all of Reichland's territory. So yeah, if we can get Midland to take it over for us, that could be ideal.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 Peaks.
Born for war.
Plotting and scheming.
No. Born for war. Serves them right.
With this fairly leveled up Black Orc coming over, you should be able to help us a fair bit. And we got another Black Orc up there, another Black Orc here, all training up. We go with one more Black Orc big boss over there. Pretty good.
Born for war.
What do you want? Morg says what? I got Smith Protter.
Yeah, just I don't know whether to take out.
I never met a Humie I can't kill.
Yeah, I suppose we'll just go slow and steady. Oh shit! I didn't mean to. I meant to click on. Oh.
See you later.
So we don't really want this army to attack us.
I cannot.
Supreme ruler of 8 Peaks. 2 in 1.
I'm just going to ambush stance there and we'll see what happens. Actually, maybe we should get back a little bit further.
I like a good plan. You want schemes? I got schemes. I'm Gob. A scheme worthy of Skarsnik. Now. Away! Me mushrooms make a sappy smell.
Ain't nothing we can't clobber. You better
Alright, let's yeah, let's head up here. Get a couple more Black Orcs over there.
Tribe leader. On the wrecking ball.
Okay, cool. Let's try and block him. Actually, spend this point. Because apparently you don't, your ability doesn't increase until you actually spend the point. So now it gets an extra 1%. Boom. Success. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer for him to get to Grashnak's lair. And then we should be able to hopefully recruit some heroes next turn.
Orcs will. Best ideas.
We're going to lose that again. Actually, yeah, there's no point even building it. Alright. Only the host of Immortal Empires multiplayer needs all 3 games. This is fantastic. Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? Because that way you can... It's also good because you can buy... like if they put Immortal Empires, I mean if they put Warhammer 3 on special later on for like $10 or something at some point, or they have, maybe if they have like free weekends for Warhammer 3 or something like that, then you know you can potentially host a game multiplayer for your friends, buy them all like Warhammer 3, and then they can all play in your Immortal Empires campaign. It'd be pretty cool. All I'm saying is you don't need that. If there's enough factions, a big map, the events should happen naturally. If you want randomness, so instead give a random boost to AI to create events. Well, yeah, they could do that, make it a random boost to AI, but they can do so much more. Like they can do more with. Yeah, again, you really just got to play Battle Brothers really to understand what I'm talking about. But it's like there's these little storyline things that pop up that kind of foreshadow it and give you a bit of information and stuff. But also, yeah, like the rewards aspect is the other part that I don't know if you're picking up. Like you need to have other special, like we don't need to, but like it makes it heaps better if you have special rewards that you can only get during the scenarios. Nothing that's like game breaking, but just something that's cool and like unique, that you can only get during that thing that makes you want to interact with it. I don't know. I just think that there's a balance. Like I guess I get what I know some people don't really want to have too many scripted events because they want to keep the essential sandbox nature of the game, and I totally agree with that. I also want it to stay a sandbox. I don't want it to become like a just a game full of scripted events. But I think there's like I feel like there's a middle ground, you know, where it's like you know, there's some scripted stuff in there, like just minor scripted events that don't really, you know, and not like super impactful on totally changing your game or whatever. But there's also you know, it's mostly sort of sandbox. And I think that's totally doable without, you know, I think you can have interesting, more story-rich stuff happen without it completely negating the sandbox experience. It's like if you come at it from the other direction, right? Just say you've got a game that's extremely story driven, you know, that's much more story driven, like Chaos Gate or like Dragon Age Origins, for example. Like Dragon Age Origins is extremely story driven. It's not completely linear, so you can sort of choose what order you do things in, but it's basically story driven. There's no grinding, there's no procedurally generated content or anything like that. Like I was having to beat these guys down a bit with Black Orcs. Fuck, I don't know about all this shit. This might be rough. They got too many fucking demigriffs. I need my Black Orcs.
I never met a Humie I can't kill.
Alright, how about we... Alright, we'll move to here. We'll ambush again.
Sounds like a good idea. Yes, boss.
What?
Me.
And try to...
Bone for war.
Hopefully next time we can Black Orc the shit out of them.
Stabber. What do you want? Yes. Dogs will. Just go.
Yeah, we'll get some more hero support up here for Skarsnik.
I serve.
Yeah, so just talking about Dragon Age Origins, right? So very story based, you know, and like I think it's a really good game, Dragon Age Origins, and I really enjoy it just the way it is. But if there was a little bit extra ability to like farm, like just sort of farm and grind and just do like procedurally generated content, then it would be better, you know. And I like I feel like I'd enjoy it more, and I feel like there's like I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but like yeah, like although as much as I enjoy the storyline aspect of Dragon Age Origins, I would enjoy it if there was a bit more of a grindy farming aspect to it as well. And I can imagine you having that feeling of like sandboxy control over your stuff, because you can kind of choose where you grind and whatever, but you still it's in the framework of that storyline, you know. And if you look at something like Chaos Gate, where it's like it's much more balanced, it's like half storyline, half grinding procedurally generated content, that's also a really good gameplay loop, you know. So what I'm trying to get at is there's lots of levels, like on the scale of like completely storyline and completely sandbox, there's lots of levels along that journey that are really satisfying, as long as they have a good mix of the both of them and they're done in a good way, you know. Okay, this time he's like, this is what the Black Hawks have done to these guys. So we can probably just come in and auto-resolve that now.
What you want? You're the boss. Hawk wants me. Let's get stabby. Fine. Curse 'em.
Cool, run the right way. lightning strikes, so we get more battles out of it. More magic items. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think that the end game scenarios can be amazing, and they could become like one of the best things about the game. You know, I think they could literally become one of the best things about the game if they do it right. But if they don't, then, you know, there'll probably be a big player backlash, exactly like what they were saying. I don't want anything that's not, you know, that's not sandbox. And then they'll like just remove it from the game and kind of with their tail between their legs and be like, sorry, it was a bad idea, we won't do it anymore, you know, and they'll just get rid of it, you know. And I think that'd be really sad, because like, yeah, as people, like somebody said, they've got the in-game dilemmas in Stellaris that are really good. Everybody that's played Battle Brothers would agree, I'm sure, that the in-game dilemmas in Battle Brothers are amazing. So, you know what I mean, there's definitely a potential for it to be good, is what I'm saying. Knowledgeable. Now, we don't really need knowledgeable on heroes.
A great grave flows.
I don't think we're going to lose any hero capacity this turn. Is it 1300? No, it's a little bit of money, but it's not really that. Let's leave it there. We might need to reuse the recruitment later on. I'm sort of feeling like we can maybe pull ourselves out of this. We can get another army going, and we can get our heroes organized. Would be good. Hey, Medad. I hope they find a way to let players go into the Chaos Realms in Mortal Empires. It'd be a shame to never see some of those battle maps terrain again. Hey, Water Monksy. I think that they shouldn't let people go into the realm of chaos anymore. But I think that they could make it so that if you go to the Northern Wastes, then you could, like, you know, like if you, what do you call it? If you travel, I don't know, like maybe, there's not really much territory, is there? But like, yeah, maybe they could make it like certain areas of the Chaos Wastes, like, could have those maps, or maybe, like, if you're in the Chaos Wastes up here, sort of thing, and then it's Chaos Undivided, then you just have those normal, like, icy, spiky kind of chaos areas. But then if like Slaanesh takes over it and it becomes really Slaanesh corrupted, then it becomes more like the realm of Slaanesh kind of thing, you know? Because I think, like, I don't think it would be appropriate for normal areas to become like as corrupted as those maps. But I think like these sort of Chaos Wastes, Norska sort of areas at the top, if they became really chaotic, like I think the ones that have the terrain type, Chaos Wastes or whatever, those ones, if they got corrupted by a particular type of corruption, I think you could use the battle maps for those. I think that would be fine. But yeah, I don't like the idea of going to the actual realm of chaos. I feel like that's not a thing that should be in the game. I don't know, I just don't think it fits in with the lore. Like, there's been a few like legendary characters that have gone to the realm of chaos, but you know, I don't think it's a thing that you should be able to just do as a matter of course, you know. We need to get some sacking happening.
Says what? Get going.
Alright, hopefully we get a couple more heroes out of this. Hey, Snikyong. Part of the skeleton spam. Ambush. We got him in the ambush. Cool. Alright, we'll fight this then. Now I think we've still got the broken AI for ambushes, don't we? So if I sit back far enough away, he should just sit there passively and just let me destroy him. Hopefully. Yeah, can anyone confirm for me? The AI is still busted, right?
Warlord of eight peaks.
Let him sort of go over there. Is this an early start or a late night, Messi? Hey, Steve. Oh, haven't seen you for a while. Haven't heard you for a while. This is early start. So yeah, I've got to start. Go to work after this. All right, not sure if they are passive. They don't seem super passive. Yeah, wrecked some great swords a little bit. I think I should have overcasted it.
Gork's foot for them. Moving fast. I'm ready.
They're making a great blob. Come on, give it to me.
Gork will get him.
Not too bad.
Feel the power. Powering up. Watch. Running. Have it. war flows in me.
Yeah, we gotta watch out because if those demigriffs get onto me, no problem. 75 speed, 4 speed, yeah, it's not great.
Running. Moving fast.
Yeah, I want to just use up all of our winds of magic. We've got 73 power reserves. We've got a pretty like a large amount of power reserves. If we can drop another like four more Futagorks on them, that would put us in a pretty good spot, I think. But trying to get those Futagorks off without suiciding the shaman might be. I mean, both these two guys are immortal, so it's not a super huge deal, but. Are they passive or are they in search mode? I think they're in search mode.
Moving fast. Let's get some. Running. Blast them with spells.
I'm gonna try to. Oh shit! All right. If they.
Moving fast.
Yeah, if they get the shaman, then we're kind of screwed. But if we can get them onto the. Oh yeah, good.
Moving fast.
Shifting it. Running.
Make my spells strong.
Big boss. Shifting it.
The big war.
Invisible. There we go. He's invisible. Alright, he can get away. He's faster than them, so it's all good.
Big boss.
Just gotta try to keep him back over here away from our main army, and then hopefully we can just like keep decimating them with Futagork. We've got to try and keep him invisible.
I'll kick the snot out of him. Running. Shifting it. Running. Shifting it.
In a cast spell.
Big boss. Running. Get him.
Moving fast.
What now? Shifting it. Running.
Moving fast. Here we go.
Big boss.
How much wins do I need for this?
I suppose.
Big boss. Shifting it. Running. Shifting it.
Not sure. Feel the power. Let me help you. Gorks will.
Yeah, what? Running. I'm on it, kids.
Oh, the demigriffs are after him again.
Suppose. Shifting it. Running. Shifting it.
We can pull these demis out far enough ahead. Might be able to smash them with our army as well, which could be good. Actually, that might be a good idea. Let's just bring our army in and smash them with. Pull out the demis and smash them.
And again, Jack. Simon. Make my spells strong.
I'll show him.
I don't know if the vomit actually is going to do much to the demis, but
Be fast. Let's have him.
Put a debuff on the demis. Put a big buff on these boys. And we should be able to drill them pretty quick smart. Alright. Try to keep these guys shattered? Yeah, they're shattered. Cool. Right, I'll hide our army back behind the hill again. I mean, you know, we could probably just smash into them and just win on raw strength, but, you know, we want to keep this army pretty intact. Sorry, one sec, guys. Mrs. Mercy is off to work. That was at 7:15. Shit, she's starting early. Alright. See if we can drop some more bombs on these guys. What do we decide? We need like 23 or 24 wins.
Let me help you.
Big boss!
Powering up. Moving fast.
Ready? Big boss! Shifting it! Running!
Blast them with spells.
Big boss!
We can draw one more.
I'll kill the lava!
Maybe we draw one more unit of demis back into the
Running!
army. Still got a fair bit of time left, so.
Running!
Here we go.
Big boss! Shifting it!
Keep them interested, don't get too far ahead.
Shifting it!
The war flows in me.
Actually, I should be spreading those energy devices. I should be spreading my marketing conduits rather than stacking them. Get more efficiency.
Shifting it! What we doing? Getting after! Big boss! Running! Filthy snuts! Hot salad! I'll do it! Working moves! Right then! Doing it! Bang, bang!
Right, they're done.
Warlord of AP! I'll kick the snot out of him!
Hey, Phil James. Yeah, it's going well, going well. Just slowly dismantling this Empire army. It's trying to be a thorn in my side.
Simon. Feel the power. Running. Moving fast.
Come on.
Gonna headbutt ya.
Very good!
Not bad.
Big boss!
Alright, I think we're about ready to end this once and for all. How much wins we got left? 9. Okay, so we don't have enough wins left to do anything more for the Gork, so we'll just come in and end it now. Going to the realm of chaos is easy, getting out is the hard part. Yeah. It's certainly not the sort of thing that any sane general would want to do with their army, you know what I mean? Like, and sort of imagine, like, you know, like Malice Darkblade might go into the Chaos Wastes on some quest to find a demon to, you know, to free his soul or some shit, you know? But, I mean, he didn't go into the actual realms of chaos, but I don't think. But, you know, but to the Chaos Waste or whatever. But you know, I mean, but when you're in control of an army, you're thinking about logistics and attrition and trying to like hold your army together long enough to get it, you know, keep your army fed and healthy and, you know, morale up like long enough for you to be able to smash into the enemy army that you need to use it on, you know, basically, you know, and you going to the realm of chaos is probably not something that's high on your list of things you want to do with your army, because then the army won't exist anymore, you know? I think we want to keep this a bit more compact actually, because the demis are going to come in on us, and we're going to need like we're going to want 3 or 4 units onto each demi. Oh shit. Okay, I think we want to try and kill as many of these guys as we can, so we can get some replenishment. yeah, just trying to vacuum up as many of these guys as we can. Each one's 30 hit points. Nothing to be scoffed at. We've got a fair bit of damage on some of our units here, so greenskins of course can get instant after battle replenishment on their single entities as well, so we can not just our not just our troops, so that's good. Hey Phil James, just started work. Yeah, things are going well. We've just been chatting about the new information about the Immortal Empires beta. It looks really good. Yeah, I think it's a good point. They did put a lot of work into those maps, and yeah, I think they'll find a way to use them. I hope so anyway. They're pretty good. But yeah, like I said, I don't necessarily want to go to the Realms of Chaos. Maybe the Realms of Chaos could be a scripted event or something that can happen sometimes or whatever, you know. I think, yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah. I think I'll... Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, I guess. But yeah, I think that like if they make it tailored so that, like with these scripted events, obviously some people don't like it. And yeah, I think that the logical thing for them to do would be to make it so that you can switch it off, you know. And I think that they will, because they've already done that with the Chaos Invasion. You know, they've made it so you can switch off the Chaos Invasion, or you can choose how hard you want it to be. So I would expect that they'll do the same thing with the endgame scenarios. Why wouldn't they, you know? So they've already done it with Chaos Invasion. Why wouldn't they do it with this? Especially since they've got since then they've gotten more feedback about people potentially not liking those things and stuff like that. But having said that, I mean, I'd have to play it to know for sure. But I'd say for myself, I'll probably go with whatever has the most content and probably the highest amount of challenge, you know. So if having all dilemmas on random legendary difficulty, you know, that's, you know, just without, obviously I have to try it out and stuff to know for sure, but I assume that's what I'll be playing on, you know. If they make that's what I'm saying, if they make the events too oppressive, just say the events are too scripted and too oppressive, so that they really dominate your campaigns and in a way that, you know, people don't like and stuff, like the way that the Realm of Chaos campaign did, then I think the answer to that is not to make it so you can turn it off. It's to change it so it's not like that. You know what I mean? You know, we don't want shit mechanics that you can turn off. We just want good mechanics. You know what I mean? And yeah, and I don't know. As much as I'm hearing you know, we want sandbox and everything, and I think it's possible for them to introduce endgame scenarios and stuff that are fun, have a little bit of storyline to them, but are still very sandboxy, and ideally provide you with more potential, you know, without
unachievable. You need me.
Yeah, without saying that I want it to be like the Realm of Chaos campaign, but in the way that the portals, the Chaos portals, give you that extra player agency and that extra sort of, not player agency, that extra sort of ability to interact with all different parts of the campaign map and do crazy stuff that you can't normally do and all that kind of thing. I'd look forward to getting that sort of opportunity from events, you know. But yeah, I think they need to be rare enough so they only happen occasionally, or they need to be you know, sort of avoidable or dealable with enough so that you don't necessarily have to. I guess I don't know if this is what you guys are talking about as well, but I guess it's if you have a certain strategy that you've thought out, just say you're playing as you know, you're playing as Bretonia, and you want to have all mounted, everybody in your whole army mounted or whatever, have all knights and stuff, and you want to do a crusade against Araby for some reason or whatever. Then, you know, obviously you're going to be building lots of knights, you know, shipping them over to Araby. You're going to be invading, taking over settlements in the Southlands and all that. And then if you get some sort of event that like makes it so that you have a big invasion that comes into Bretonia and you have to like cancel your whole invasion of you have to cancel your whole invasion of Araby and everything like that, then that would suck, you know. Like I can understand that would be annoying. That'd be the sort of thing that maybe that people don't like in terms of scripted events, you know. But what I'm saying is like if you know that the scripted events only happen once every 100 and whatever turns, and you know you know that the first one you've chosen the first one's going to be Chaos Invasion or something, then you know that you won't have that problem, you know. Or you've just finished like the Orc Invasion event or whatever, and then you know there won't be another event, there won't be another scenario for like 80 turns or 100 turns. So you've got like 80 turns to prosecute your war against Araby and basically wipe out the entire Southlands. You know, ample time to do that, you know. But then once you've done that and you're like, oh cool, now I'm just chilling, then you've got time, then you can have like another event, you know. Like there should be some forewarning and some sort of ability to manage it and stuff, you know. It shouldn't just be like it springs it on you like with the old like with the old Rome Civil War mechanic. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just being a broken record, and maybe it's not really what you guys wanted to hear, but yeah, I just think if they make it like either not intrusive or rare enough that you can still have your normal sandbox campaign as well. Like the way that they do it in Battle Brothers is none of this stuff starts until late game, so you still have time to do all your early game, mid game stuff before you get the first scenario. So it's not like you feel like you're straight, like it's not like turn 30 and you're straight away thrust into the realm of Chaos campaign. Like you've already got like 120 turns to do whatever you want, and then you start getting your end game scenarios, you know. If there's mid game scenarios, you would expect that they should be more minor, you know, not as powerful. But yeah, so you have them either be not as either make them not as intrusive or make them like dealable with, have foreshadowing, have have it understandable what type of challenge it is that you're going to face generally, so the player kind of knows how they should go about dealing with it, at least to a degree. Have rewards to make it so you want to interact with it, have interesting interactions with it, so there's like some dilemmas, you can choose certain things and that unlocks different, you know, different tactical or strategic options and stuff. You know, if they do all of those things, like I think it could be amazing. But even if they could do some of those things, I think it could be pretty decent. Hi, Sashu 12. No worries, man. Have a good sleep. Hello from Stream Promotion. What's that mean? How you going, Ahmad Khan? Oh, is Stream Promotion like some sort of organization or something? If it is, then don't answer that. Don't want to know about it. If you have portal travel, you go through the warp. You may have a chance to be intercepted by demons. That I would find sandboxy. That would be pretty cool, actually. Yeah, if there was like a particular event that you could get, where that could be a good like mid game event that you could get. Like just say you're playing as the High Elves and like you have like one of your Lore Masters is like, you know, investigating some like crazy like Lore of the Heavens technology that allows him to open a sky gate or some shit, and you know, he tells you it's completely nothing to do with chaos and like it's 100% not corrupted demon energy shit, and you're like, yeah, cool, let's try it out, and then it turns out it totally is. But yeah, like so basically you get like some mid-game dilemma that allows you to open up a portal to go to Karaza Karak so you can, you know, get revenge on the dwarves for the War of the Beard or whatever, and yeah, you can use this portal, but you know, on the way you have a chance to get attacked by demons and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. Whoa, those guys got deleted. Excellent. Any groundbreaking news or conclusions from the Immortal Empires announcement? Hey CZ, I did a separate video about that, separate stream about that. But basically the thing that I'm really hyped about is the endgame scenarios. I've put a link. Didn't I put a link? Oh, did I not pin it? Maybe I didn't pin it. I think that link's correct that I just posted now. Let me know if it's the wrong link. Oh yeah, it's totally the wrong link. Sorry. Let me try that again. Okay, yeah, sorry, ignore that first one. This one, that one's the one. Yeah, I'm getting shot here. Yeah, that's the blog post, so you can check that out. Yeah, we were just looking at it before. This is it here. Yeah, I did a separate stream where I talked about it in depth. But the things that are most exciting to me are the sea lanes. So they've confirmed that you can travel from east to west and west to east from the edges of the map using the sea lanes. So you don't need to have to travel all around the place. And the end game scenarios, we don't know much about what that's going to involve yet, but I think it's got a lot of potential to be really exciting. So yeah, we get these. Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah, what? Running! What am I doing? That's good. Yeah! Shifting it! Nasty showtime! Jab 'em up!
Oh, deleted. Yeah, direct hit with the foot of Gork's pretty nice, isn't it? Just wrecks him. Yeah, what else was groundbreaking? It was mainly just the sea lanes and the in-game scenarios that I thought was most exciting. Yeah, I guess the other major thing is they said they were going to move 29 of the legendary lords. So they said all legendary lords from the base from Mortal Empires and from Warhammer 3 are going to be in the game, and they're going to. Yeah, it said every single lord from the game 1, 2, and 3 is going to be in the Mortal Empires from launch, and they said they're going to move about 30 of them, which is, that's like 35-40% of all of the lords. Not like half, but it's more than a third, I think, if I'm calculating that correctly. So yeah, lots of lords getting new start positions. At least we don't have to have all the 3 installed at the same time. Don't need a whole drive just for Warhammer. Yeah, no, they never require you to have the whole thing installed.
Warlord
kill this lord just to get an extra bit of money. Yeah, like the thing with all this stuff with the Mortal Empires is that the road is still long, you know, like the good thing about it is now finally we're there, we're actually on the actual game, you know, like everything up until now has kind of been like a demo, you know, or like a prequel or something. Like when Immortal Empires comes out in August, that's the real shit, that's the real actual Total War Warhammer combined mega map that we've been waiting for, you know, and it may not be great at launch, it may not be as good as Immortal Empires at launch maybe, but at least this is the final form, you know, and that's what's gonna get built upon, you know. So it's sort of like, I don't know, like, you know, like all the improvements and stuff that got made to Warhammer 2, they were great, but Warhammer 2 is not, like, you know, not the final game. Warhammer 3 is the final game. So now it's like all the improvements to get made now are like actually going to be permanently in the game forever, you know. So yeah, I don't know, it's pretty cool. All right, we can make it there. Let's see if we can soften them up a little bit. Now, can somebody succeed or what? There we go.
Let's get stabby! Let's get stabby! Little war ready. Yes, boss. You're the boss. Who needs killing?
Alright, let's see if we can take this guy out as well.
Not possible.
Oh, nearly up to 14,500 subscribers. Nice. Only need two more. Need 2 more subscribers to get to 14.5k.
Skarsnik! Who we killing? Licking it! Goblins! Nasty skunk! Running! Drink the brew! Running! Big boss! Gobbos rule! Running!
Where are they?
Dorkswell! Simon!
Could be around here somewhere. Ah.
What are we doing? I have a plan!
Simon! Move it fast!
Alright, we might need to try to get the Lord to waste his shots on this guy, because we need the Shaman to be able to get in there and do his thing without being molested, basically. There we go. He's going to take some hits, but... How many? You can do it 3 times, I think, or 4 times? I'm assuming we'll lure a couple more out. And we'll waste our ammo a bit as well, I guess, will we? There's another one. I think you might have one more, maybe? You okay? What happened to your eye? It's part of my Chaos Gate cosplay. I was gonna do Chaos Gate today, but then I thought because of the news about the Total Warhammer, I should do another Total Warhammer stream because I figured there'd be more people kind of interested in that. But yeah, it's for this is Captain Mercer, my Chaos Gate character. Bro, this guy's getting fucked up. I don't think I can handle this anymore. Alright, you need to go and chill. Now we'll try and lure out a little bit more with Skarsnik. Skarsnik's got a healing potion as well, so I should have put that healing potion on the big boss, but there seems to be... Oh, he's invisible. Fuck. I forgot I got Stalk on him. I thought I had, because I had the big boss, so I didn't really need Stalk, but yeah. It's alright. We'll bring out Hag. She's got regeneration, so she'll get shot a bit, but she can soak it up. Alright, well, we've got rid of all the shots from the main guy. The Lord's, I don't know what it's called now, aim shot or whatever it is, does heaps of damage. May as well just finish off this last archer unit. Yeah, it'd be cool if we could get them to cats like walking across my desk.
Can I cast spells? Feel the power. Here we go. Ready. Let me help you.
Yeah, that's right.
Watch. Here we go.
Cat's like being cute.
Moving fast.
Ah. No, she's gone away now. Come back over here. You were? Say hello. She doesn't look too comfortable. What's she doing? She's like, what are you doing? You keep playing. She's just purring like super loud. She likes Sergeant Mercer. What are you doing? I never used to be fucking such a softie, but now I've got this beautiful little puss. She's so cute. Look at her little face. She's so beautiful. I love her. Hello. That explains the scar on my face. Yeah, that's how I got the scar from the cat. She's so cute. Kitten Cam. Yeah. She's so little too. She's a real little cat. I went over to her. Hello. Yeah, we went over to a friend's house and they've got two big cats. And yeah, my cat's like cuter than their cat. What are you doing to my thing? Did she just pull off my... She just stole my inquisitorial rosette. I had a bit of tape on here with the I had a bit of tape on here that I'd drawn the inquisitorial symbol on there. She just came and like ripped it off and ran off with it. She stole my inquisitorial. What is it? Oh, now it's all like covered in spit. Cat burglar, yeah. Yeah, it's all covered in cat spit now. Anyway.
Let's do this. Running.
Fuck, that was slow.
Gobbler is hungry. Revengeful hate!
The war flows in me. Feel the power.
Nasty stalker! Let's scrap!
Feel the power.
Goblins! Damage ready! For a killer! Nasty stalker! No stepping! Stab him! Warlord of Hate! I'll do it! Got it all right!
I'm ready.
Warlord of Hate! Nice one!
Alright, that's cool. They're inside the settlement, so we don't need to, darling. We don't need to, you're new when it comes to greenskins. Is the headbutt spell better than the brain burster one for damage? I'm not really sure actually. I like the headbutt one because it does good damage versus unarmored, non-armored guys, and it's got a, and you can like aim it quite nicely, you know. Whereas brain burster, I don't know. They're both. Did you fucking steal my? You keep stealing my inquisitorial rosette. I don't know. I think they're both good. I don't really have a. Yeah, I don't really have a preference in theory. Like on paper, I feel like they're both good. I just use headbutt more because, like, I'm trying to, because headbutt's like it shoots out in a wave like that. So when I've got my infantry mixed in with their infantry, I can kind of face it away from my infantry, you know. Whereas brainburster is maybe better for like if you're trying to shoot a unit of archers or something that's by itself and none of your units are nearby to it. That's how I use them anyway. I haven't actually. If you want to look at the stats, if you go check on TWW stats, you can see exactly how much damage they do and all that kind of stuff. What are you doing now? She's like biting my chest. Hello. I might be able to kill some more of these heroes. I think. Actually, no, we don't need to kill them. They're all going to die anyway because we're going to. What are you? Oh, she's into peeling tape off. She's figured out all the things that. She's figured out all the things that are tape that she can pick off. I don't know what she's into now. Just checking that out. I'm gonna bite my belly now. Sack.
2 in 1.
And we go for an octopi as well.
Skarsnik, warlord of 8 peaks. Get him!
She's wandered up again now.
What?
Alright.
I got my brother.
Okay, move in here.
Steam.
Anybody around here got movement left? No, we used a
Steams,
lot.
I got steams.
Do not take me for a fool.
And then, can he make it there in one turn? I don't know. Hopefully not.
Curse 'em, boss. What you want? 2 1s ready. Dogs will. Bah!
Do you take me for a wazzock?
Dog wants me.
I want to keep getting this guy level, like keep blocking army until he gets the trait. There's a certain trait that you can get that gives him increased block army move reduction.
Who should we zap? Nasty magic's ready.
And we can. Should we get some? Get artillery piece. I don't know if I want artillery. It's okay, but we'll go for some Gobbo Night Goblin archers. Found a permanent marker on my desk. She's like chasing it around now. She just stole it, and she just walked across the keyboard and opened up the infection mechanic. Yeah, she grabbed this like giant marker that she can only just get her mouth around. So it's like this log basically outside. And she just like wanders off with it. It's pretty cool. She's now chasing it around the floor.
I'm special. What?
Oh wait, did I recruit trolls or stone trolls? They're stone trolls, right? Yeah. Yeah, we don't want normal trolls. Alright, that'll give him 20. This one needs to wait another turn. And then we'll pop the war once we've got 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll have 4 20 armies. We can pop the war then.
Hawks will. When I gets there, gonna stab. All right, I'm off.
Born for war. You're a fighter. Born for war.
Let's get stabbing. Best idea yet.
Block army. So now this guy can only move. He can still make it to Eschen. If we get another, if we had another one, we could have.
Born for war. Yeah, I got it. No slacking. Tear the fleshy bits off him.
Yeah, this guy's already got his inveterate brawler trait for getting more casualties. He hasn't got his like murdering assassin trait yet though, so we'll try and get that.
Misty magic ready. Oh, yeah. All right, I'll move.
Alright, we'll head up here. Oh. 22%. Oh shit, I didn't calculate that correctly. That's alright.
Now they'll see.
Gonna be boss of the whole world. Eyes the biggest.
Right, it's looking pretty okay. Yeah, if we could bust out and smash up the Empire, it'd be really good, but they're kind of spread out too far, and they're probably going to confederate another faction soon, so just as I get them down, they'll pop back up again. But yeah, basically, if we could wipe out the Empire entirely, and then come back and wipe out, then we'd be able to wipe out Belegar. We could just turn our attention to Belegar and wipe him out too. That'd be pretty groovy. Oh, and at some point we want to come back and wipe out this guy too. Get out Zag.
You're the boss.
Nope.
Can't make it. Take him like 3 turns to get to you. Or 4 turns or however long.
Mork says what? Mork wants me.
For war. Them pointy ears are too spiky.
I'm gonna go for whichever one's got the least chance of getting me wounded. No one's still pretty high, but alright, took him out.
I'll dance for the boys.
Now they'll see.
Bragger's not really that great, but I guess knowledgeable's okay. We don't really need knowledgeable, but it's okay.
Feel the power.
Alright. I gotta say I'm pretty pumped for it though. I'm pretty pumped for Immortal Empires. It's just yeah, it's gonna be awesome. That's pretty much it. It's just gonna be awesome. I wonder if the Chaos Realms will be completely gone on Immortal Empires or still somehow accessible. I don't know, Garrett. I think that they'll be completely gone, basically, but there might be like a some sort of dilemma or something that allows you to kind of go there sometimes, or in a particular situation or something like that maybe. But I don't know, I'd prefer if they were just completely gone. Like, I don't think that the Chaos Realms really add much to the game or anything, you know. I think maybe it would be cool if like a cool thing might be like if there was a certain sort of dilemma that could pop up. Like, just say you were playing as Kalfrans and you got like heaps of Chaos Corruption, of Khorne Chaos Corruption in Reichland somehow, right? There's lots of Chaos agents around or something, and they give you heaps of Khorne corruption. And then at some point, this little mini Khorne corruption storyline would go on, and you'd maybe get some dilemmas and whatever. And then it would culminate, if you chose the right choices and whatever, in you getting like an option to like go into Khorne's realm and fight a battle against a demon host or whatever. And if you did that, then you would get to go and fight on that. You know, when you go into Khorne's realm and you fight, there's that big blood pool with the kind of staircases around the outsides. If you got to go there and fight like a random army or something. I don't know, like something like that would be kind of cool. It was like kind of like a dream sequence or whatever, but you go there and you come back and you've actually got the scars and you've got the item that you got from there or whatever. Something like that could be kind of cool. Stephen Gorrit, big super chat from Stephen Gorrit. I can't believe there's 86 legendary lords will be available on day one. Yeah, man. That was kind of what I was expecting, but yeah, it's. I mean, they certainly didn't need to do that necessarily. Like, I mean. No, I'm not saying I mean, they could have done it other ways. Like, some other people were wondering if maybe they were going to just... I meant to do this before these guys came on the field. Yeah, like maybe they would just put in a few lords at a time. I kind of expected that they would put them all in at once. I just think that they won't all be balanced and stuff. You know, at launch there'll only be a few that are actually good, and the rest will be a bit screwed up and stuff. Oh, I'll stole my talisman of endurance. Dick.
My halls are littered with your dead.
Certainly didn't expect the new features. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about some of the new features. Karoza Krak has declared war on me, along with their allies, Border Princes Tilio, Clan Angren, and Reichland. So, as if in case we weren't at war with enough factions already, now we're at war with some more. Imagine it'll be hella unbalanced, but I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm so excited as well. I think it's gonna be awesome. I think it'd be good as well, I reckon, if they would tell us which factions are fixed. Like, so when they do, I think when they do the Mortal Empires, like, basically you can assume all the factions from 1 and 2 are basically going to be unbalanced, right? But some of them will be a little bit unbalanced, some will be basically fine. There'll be a gradient, you know? But you would assume that the Chaos Warriors that are getting a rework at the same time as Mortal Empires comes out, you'll see that the Chaos Warriors are like perfectly balanced for Immortal Empires, exactly how they should be, and we can expect them to stay that way for quite a long time, you know? Like, because if Chaos Warriors get the next update, they won't get another update for quite a long time, so that they will be the new standard by which everything else will get updated to the same level as them, you know? So what I'm getting at then is that we've got 86 lords, right? But a lot of them are going to be unbalanced and fucked up or whatever. So, but you'll know that all the Chaos Lords are all fine, so you can play them. You know Volkmar and Gorst got a rework, so you can play them. You can be confident that they're going to be all up to date and good and stuff. You know, and you know, maybe the Chaos, maybe Slaanesh, Khorne, Nurgle, and you know, maybe all the Game 3 factions are already balanced because they were designed around the Game 3 mechanics and stuff. You know, so I think that's what I'm kind of hoping, that at least we'll kind of know, like, you'll know which ones are like, which factions are properly legit and which factions are sort of broken. Easton said, they said 86 lords at launch. True. Does that include Chaos Dwarfs? I fear that race is getting pushed way back. No, that does not include Chaos Dwarfs, no. So the 86 lords is all of the game 1, 2, and 3 factions that are currently in the game. Oh, it might. I'm not sure if it include. It might include the 4 new Chaos Lords that are coming, or the. It might include the DLC that's coming. Yeah, it would. I guess it would include the DLC that's coming with Immortal Empires. I think they said 4 new lords are coming, or 4 new champions. Not sure what that means. I don't need another.
Supreme ruler of 8 peaks.
I don't need another lord here. Alright, so got this army here. Yeah, that's fine.
The deadliest. Do what I says. Get going, boys.
Right, let's see if you can
Lead it from
bust
the
down
front.
Karl Franz's army a little bit. We're probably going to fail. It's alright. It's to be expected. Chaos Dwarves is getting... I think Chaos Dwarves is getting pushed back. Yeah, I agree. I reckon originally they probably expected Chaos Dwarves to get released earlier. But then it got pushed back, yeah.
In charge.
We'll soften up this army a little bit. Just why not? You know, may as well.
On the wrecking ball.
This guy's got inverted bro. He's got inverted bro. Good.
He's the biggest.
Okay, so this guy, level 40.
Meanest.
He should be able to still do Karl Franz. Maybe.
Put the fear of Gulkin in him. By Sigma.
Down half damage. Pretty good.
Find us
Then
right
where's our goblin?
here. Use me.
Morg says what? Get going.
Where's that goblin shaman? Oh, there he is.
What do you want?
No, that's not him. There he is. Yeah, we need this guy to stop Karl Franz from replenishing. I've never actually used the stop replenishment hero before, but I think it could actually be good with this setup. We can like bust them down with the Black Orcs, and then keep their replenishment down with the Jarman.
Serves him right, right.
Wounded. I mean, that was like, yeah, it's kind of obvious that was going to happen, but oh well.
I got plans.
All right, let's smash this dude.
No one's stronger.
Boss, now. Hot and tricksy.
Hey, Philip James says, I don't know if you remember my comment from last week about your streaming having a Victorian vibe and Legend have a Queenslander vibe. Yeah, I do remember that. I think it's because you're more mellow and cool, like the weather down there. You could probably have a side gig where you calmly read children's books on Play School. Thanks, man. That's very nice. Whereas Legend, I love the guy, has considerably more adult language and abrasive tone. I get the feeling like Bob Catter, crazy politician. He's lurking in the background shouting about crocodiles and guns against, again, probably a creature of the human environment up there. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, I don't really know how to respond to that. Yeah. It sounds about right. Yeah. Is there anyone that likes you in diplomacy right now? Or is it all versus you? Oh, no, not everyone hates me. Like I'm a likable gobbo. I think the bloody spears like me. Oh no, the bloody spears got wiped out by Grimgor. I think Grimgor likes me. He used to keep offering me like non-aggression packs every now and again. But I wonder if Grimgor is still around. I actually haven't checked on him for a while. He was like rank 2 in strength recently, but you know, things can change very fast in the wastes, and yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you got wrecked while I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I really need to put that healing potion onto these guys. Rejigger things around a bit. Actually, we don't need to fuck around so much this time. Let's just get in there. Yeah, yeah. Weird, yeah. I also love the guy talking about Legend. He's the one that kind of inspired me to get into streaming and stuff, and he was like the only streamer I watched for like ages. He was the first person that basically got me into YouTube really, and like watching live streams and stuff. And even Let's Plays, like he was the first person I watched Let's Plays of. So yeah, so I guess I'm like a fan of Legend, you would say. But yeah, I wonder like whether we would actually get along like personally, you know what I mean? Like, because it's not like we're really friends. It's more like I'm just a fan of his, you know what I mean? You know, we do chat occasionally, like on Discord and stuff. But yeah, I wonder like how we would actually get along socially. Because as you say, we're quite different. Like, but it's sort of I don't know. I feel like the other thing about it is like I feel like we're both. Like, I don't know, like maybe we wouldn't get along socially in a normal sense, but we both speak the same language of Total War, you know what I mean? Like, we both got all that stuff in common. Like, even though we play quite differently and we probably are interested in slightly different aspects of it, you know, like, I don't know, there's something to be said for just having people, like, understand you when you talk, you know? And, like, I think that's a cool thing that, like, I've got in common with Legend and with most of you as well, like, that you can just like you can talk about Total War and like in a more than superficial way, and have the people understand what you're talking about, you know, like about, you know, just I don't know, like when it comes from, and that goes all the way from like technical stuff to sort of more like emotional stuff, I guess, like, you know, like just like how I love playing the dwarfs, you know, because the dwarfs are just awesome in this, I don't know, hard to define way. Just there's just something awesome about dwarfs, you know, like the guns, the background of them, like being all like ornery and shit, and you know, grungy and stuff, and like I don't know, I don't know, I can't even describe it right now. But all of those of you who play dwarves and like dwarves will, you know, understand what I mean, you know, and you have like a connection, I guess, or something. Like whatever, I don't know. I'm not trying to be too like touchy-feely about it, but you know what I mean. Like, there's like there's like a certain shared understanding that you can have with things and stuff. And so yeah, I think that's one thing. I think that's like, you know, like I wonder if like you don't really need to get along with each other to have that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like. Maybe you're liking it to like if you had like a couple of scientists or whatever, you know what I mean? And they might both be like completely antisocial a-holes that can't like get along with other humans and shit, but they both like speak the same language of, you know, physics or what, astrology or not astrology, astronomy or something, you know what I mean? And they like get each other on that level, you know? I think like there's kind of like a bit of an aspect of that, I feel like, you know, it's like even if you don't even need to get along socially, like it's like I don't know, like a lot of my a lot of the guys that hang around in my Discord that I have chats with about Warhammer and stuff like that. Like, who knows if we've got anything in common as people? You know what I mean? Like we might not like the same sports teams. We might not have the same political affiliations. We may be very different in age. Like I'm probably way older than most of you guys. But like, who cares? Like, none of that shit matters because we all love Total War. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing that matters is that, you know, we all love Total War. Like, that's, yeah, that's, I don't know. I don't really know where that didn't really come from anyway. I just thought it was just something that I was thinking about. You have a giant sword behind you, Mercy. Not many people are going to argue with you, sir. Oh, thanks, Thurston. I mean, I prefer if people like didn't argue with me because because I won them over with logic, rather than, you know, terrify them with the threat of, you know, armed violence. But you know, I'll take what I can get. You know, if armed violence is the only way, then so be it. You guys should play a co-op campaign at some point in Immortal Empires. Yeah, I'd love to, man. Like, it's I guess like it's changed a little bit now, but that was like one of my things, like when I started streaming. Like one of my like dreams, I guess, was like that one day I would be like a proper streamer and maybe I could do a co-op with Legend of Total War or something, you know. So yeah, that's definitely one of my ambitions. Hopefully it'll happen. I think Legend said a number of times that he's open to it, but you know, just you never know what'll happen. Like, hopefully it'll happen, but you know, who knows? We shall see. I'm in a few clubs or hobby groups for people I probably never would get on with otherwise. Yeah, yeah, and it's like it's actually sometimes it's sort of like a bit. Have you ever been in that situation where you've become really close to somebody because you both really love fucking Blood Angels or some shit, but then you find out that they're a bit like hardcore right wing or something, you know, and it's a bit like uncomfortable. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. But no, but usually it's not that. Usually it's not that full on. But yeah, like, yeah, there's definitely people that I wouldn't necessarily get along with normally, but you know, you've got that shared experience, and also it's like when you've got a what do you call it? When you've got an interest that's kind of weird, like HEMA. Like this is not actually a sword. It's actually a fetish sword, which is a practice sword. Basically, it's like a blunt sword-like object made out of steel. The weight and balance is the same as a long sword, but it's not a sword. Actually, it's actually forged specifically to be a training tool. But yeah, like people who are into HEMA, you know, like if you meet somebody who's into HEMA, because it's such a niche, small group, you know, like people just get like a very welcoming to each other and they get along with each other and stuff like that. I feel like that sort of aspect doesn't come into it as much on the internet. But like if you met people in person, it's a lot more like that. Like I don't know if you guys have ever had this experience, but if you have a dinner, like we had dinner with one of my wife's friends and her boyfriend, and it turns out that her boyfriend collects Warhammer 40k and like Age of Sigmar and stuff like that. So like he's heaps younger than me. He's probably like in his like mid-20s. So he's like, you know, 20 years younger than me, so totally different generation. And you know, I guess we have totally different interests in a lot of ways or whatever. But you know, he's into Warhammer, so fucking, you know, I don't give a shit. None of the other stuff really matters, you know. It's all about the Warhammer. All right, let's see if I can try and get this to Rebecca.
I got me brother. I got plans.
Do not take
Okay, this
me
armor's
for
pretty
a
busted
fool.
now, so if he comes back and tries to come at me again, I'm pretty happy
What you
to
want?
do. I'm pretty happy to take that on. I don't think he's going to though. He's going to run, I reckon.
Dogs will.
Hmm.
When I get there, gonna stab.
I have a Chaos Gate question for you. Is it more useful to have a librarian or a second interceptor on your squad along with a Justicar? Hey Dallas, I think you can make anything work really, but I would definitely, if you've got access to a librarian, I would always take the librarian. I would never basically librarians are like a must-have, I would say. If you're going for like some sort of crazy, like if you're going for like 3 interceptors and a Justicar or something like that, like yeah, maybe you don't really need an interceptor. Maybe you don't need a librarian as much in that situation because all of the interceptors can teleport. But normally, Yeah, you need the librarian. Yeah. You get the gate. What is it? Gate of Destiny or whatever that lets you teleport your whole squad, and then you have your librarian that can teleport your whole squad as well. You stack your librarian with as much willpower as you can get on him. I think my librarian had like 18 willpower or something. I think, and you try and feed kills to him so he gets more. You know. Gate of Infinity. Yeah, definitely always take Gate of Infinity as soon as you can get it. Like get Gate of Infinity stratagem unlocked as soon as you can, and then always take it. And then as soon as you get a librarian, you get more Gates of Infinity basically from the librarian as well. Currently have one with 21. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's what you want. You want just like a massive amount of willpower on your librarian, and you want to recharge that librarian. You won't be able to keep it topped up. It'll eventually go down, but if you can try and feed as many kills to the librarian as you can, so that it lasts as long as possible, you know.
I'm special.
Yeah, he's got a full 20 stack. He's got 17. I might just smash this prick. That is. I might just put some heroes in here. What's this guy? Oh, fuck, that's pretty serious.
Let's get stabby. What you want?
See if we can lock him down as well.
Best idea.
Good.
Let's get stabby. Now they'll see.
Level 40. Alright, let's see if we can go again on this guy. 60%. Might work. We've already got him down to about 50%. Fine. Wounded. Oh. Yeah, that's the problem with the orcs. You can't really get them, like, even if you get them up to level 40, they never really become like completely invincible. Not like the high elf heroes where you can actually just stack stuff on them to make them pretty you can stack ancillaries on them to make them really hard to hurt. Alright, we've got 4 full stacks of 20 now. Now we need to declare a war. So Grimgor's strength rank 4 now. So if we could... Who should we war on? I think if we war on Belegar, that would probably be pretty good. Get rid of ratties. Alright, yeah, we go for Belegar, I guess. Stronger the enemy, the better the reward. Yeah, sort of, yeah. Yeah, I go for weapon strength, I think. Pretty good. Alright, we've got War. So all of our 20 stacks will start filling up again.
Yes, boss. This way. Get going. Just go.
I kind of want to bring this guy over here and mess with this army, but yeah, I'll bring him over here. Alright, so what are we doing here? So this army's kind of fucked up, but not fully.
Now.
We've got no wizard over here.
Now they'll see.
Sigma forbids this.
This one's
Not possible.
Nasty magic's ready.
alright, let's get some
Nasty magic's ready.
warlords in
Tribe's
here.
ready. Yeah. The tribe's ready. Who should we zap?
So this will give us, this will mean that our secondary armies will replenish, and
Nasty magic's ready.
also we'll get more movement. So yeah, there's an exploit where you can replace the second lord. So this Skarsnik's leading this army. This army's got no leader. We can replace that no leader with another leader.
Nasty magic's ready. Gobbler's angry.
And we can actually skill up as well. With extra movement.
Skarsnik.
Can your warlords die whenever the war is over? Yeah, all of the warlords die when the war's over, I believe, yeah. I try to put immortal ones on, and also just before the war ends I replace them all with like non-killable ones. I mean, I replace them with lobby ones that I don't care if they die.
This magic
Okay.
is real.
Nine. Futile.
I reckon we could kill that with this.
Tribe's
I
ready.
don't think that we can. So just gear up all of our trolls. Oh yeah, did we decide if Death Juice works on melee only, or it works on ranged as well? I think I remember somebody telling me it was melee only. Oh yeah, we can do them in these groups too.
What?
Alright, we'll just
On it. Dorko fixed.
lap.
This way.
That was cool, we got like 7k out of that.
I'm special. Nasty magic's ready. Who should we zap? Anything you say. Don't push me. Me. I'm special. Oh, yes. On it.
Yeah, I don't think we should try and take
I
this
will
on.
not obey.
If we'd managed to Black Hawk it down one more time, then maybe.
Nasty magic's ready. Now they'll see.
I think Death Juice does apply to range, it just overrides the regular poison. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, Sour Mustard. I hope that's true.
I never met a Humie I can't kill.
Yeah, I wonder when Chaos Dwarves will come. Yeah, it definitely seems like Chaos Dwarves have been pushed back. But,
Supreme ruler.
yeah, I mean, I feel like they should be next, you know? Like, they should be the next thing. So, I think 2.0 is when Immortal Empire's beta comes out, which is in August. And then they said that they're going to either have, in around Christmas, or I think it was around Christmas, they're going to either have, like, patch 2.1 or something, or if they reckon they're ready, they're going to go for 3.0, which will be the next DLC, and major update going along with the DLC, I would guess. And hopefully that will be Chaos Dwarfs. Because I mean, like with the other games, they brought out the race packs pretty early, didn't they? Because you want the race packs to get in pretty early, because the race packs add more. They flesh out the world more. They get more content in terms of, you know, like the DLCs are good to like flesh out the existing races, but a whole new race is like a lot more, you know, just more content. This guy's been super successful. He's blocked Ungram successfully like every turn. And Ungram's just slowly crawling his way down. He still can't make it to Gashnak's lair yet. Oh. Yeah, we should be able to get a few more River Troll Hags. Hopefully. Let's see how we go. Have you been getting the WAR movement bug as well? Not exactly what causes it, to be honest. What's the WAR movement bug? You mean how you get less movement when you've got a WAR on? I didn't even know that was a bug. Thought maybe that was just how it's supposed to be. Oh man, the dwarfs are coming for us now too. Yeah, I think I needed to be treating this like a Total War. This is Total War campaign earlier. Like it's not actually This is Total War, but no, I mean, yeah, maybe we should peace out with these guys. Yeah, like we needed to sort of act as though it was a This is Total War campaign and wipe factions out like ASAP. Like I didn't wipe out Karak Kadrin because I wanted to keep him around to use him to cause a rebellion to get Azag to respawn, and now he's like kind of in our back line. And by probably even that change, if I had have wiped out Karak Kadrin early, then I would have been a bit more free to go after Reichland a bit earlier. And so on and so forth, you know. Close defeat. Casualties high? Okay. But what about if...
We are the watch who ain't no wars. Born for war. I'll put the fear of Gook in her.
Fuck.
Find us a fight, yeah?
No, I can't make it. God damn it.
I'm Trixie. Sounds like a good idea. My prodder's ready. Killing time.
Oh, Skarsnik's got like extended. Skarsnik's got like extended support range. He should be able
You
to.
need me. Right then, let's do it.
Should be able to reach there. Hey, Dame Offensive. How you going? How you going, Dame Offensive's got viewers. Welcome, welcome.
Legging it.
He's gonna run there. What a dick. Alright, well, that's fine. I'm gonna get far.
Wants me.
I mean, maybe you will.
Born for war. Tear the fleshy bits off him.
Incoming, indeed. If you keep a couple of Night Goblin Archers without the Death Juice, the regular poison and the Death Juice stacks too. Oh, nice. That's... Oh, man, I really... Yeah, I should have done that. Maybe I will... Maybe I should get some more so that I can do that.
Me mushrooms make a sunny smell.
Actually, what are the shamans? Can we get... No, I can't do shamans there. Rhaegar, Big Bully. I don't really want either of those. Maybe I should get rid of... Because normal shamans do Hinder replenishment, don't they?
What? The tribe's ready.
Yeah, doesn't know me. They do. Okay, so we don't really need this. I don't think there's anything that the Goblin Shaman does that we really need.
Two ones ready.
So we can probably get rid of this guy. And just take a normal Orc Shaman.
The tribe's ready.
Oh, well, we're 6 out of 5. Shit. Oh well. That's right. Once we get our capacity up, we can get another one. Because we lost Skarsnik's lair.
No.
Okay, we need more heroes over there.
Eyes the biggest. Moving out. Nuh-uh.
Boss. On the way. Huh?
Spinny. Doing spinning shit.
Snake kill.
I wonder if that gives me a reliability hit. No, it's still very high reliability.
Whoa. Now then, speak quick.
So we've still got the love how orcish the economy is in this campaign. Yeah, running minus 10,000. We've only got like 7 turns before I'm gonna go bankrupt completely. To be fair, saying you're gonna do one thing then doing something else is pretty good Skarsnik cosplay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not doing very good Skarsnik cosplay. I'm like dressed up as an inquisitorial conscript at the moment. Sergeant Mercer.
Now they'll see. Fine.
All right.
Anything you say. Away. It comes, it comes. This magic is real. It comes, it comes.
Um,
Who should we zap?
there's still an army over there, isn't there? Shit.
Here we go. You better move. Serve some right.
Oh yeah, we're not supposed to be doing agent actions on them, are we? No, it doesn't seem to be bothering us too much.
Nasty magic ready. Gork wants me over there. Nasty magic's ready.
Alright. This guy's he's got inveterate brawler already. Doesn't have.
Do what I says.
Boss. Best idea yet.
We've still got courage discipline. I didn't intend to keep that. It's just never got taken off me. Just been sitting there. Actually, maybe we can lure them into attacking Fort Overstar if we rebuild this. Yeah, I usually likes to screw it up when you try and rebuild anything. Alright. See how it goes. Who owns Karak Asgaraz now? I'm not sure. Who normally owns Karak Asgaraz? Which one's that one? Where the hell did these guys come from? Oh, this will be a pretty good fight, but I've got to go to work in like 10 minutes and I'm not sure if I can I must have add, sir, the level of background sound in your new movie was too much elevated in my opinion. Content was very cool. Hey CZ, are you talking about the Immortal Empires blog discussion that I did just before this one? No, that's a bummer. I tried not to have it too loud, but yeah, I must have maybe I screwed it up. I didn't really test it properly or anything. Ah, okay. Thanks for the feedback, CZ. I wish you had been there to tell me live so I could have turned it down like before I did the whole thing. But oh well, what can you do? Just trying to see if we should fight this battle. I don't really want to fight this battle because I feel like I'm going to get my ass kicked. But also I've got to go to work in like 10 minutes and I'm not sure if I want to rush it. Yeah, no, I might just leave it there and might say goodbye now and stuff. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get my ass completely handed to me in this battle. I mean, I think if I just took that auto resolve, that's probably gonna be like the best possible result that I could get. I mean, we've got the speed advantage. That's about it though. And we can foot a Gork the shit out of them. But yeah, I don't know. That's a rough yeah, that's a pretty rough one. These guys have got satchel charges as well, which will wreck our infantry. So yeah, no, this is like a pretty tough little battle. I'd probably be tempted, all things considered. I think the auto resolve would actually be the best deal, but But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, thanks guys. Thanks so much for coming along to the stream, and thanks for coming to the video that I did about the new information. Don't know if I can. No, I don't think I can host it because it's not a premiere. But yeah, if any of you guys are interested in the the video that I did about the new Immortal Empires blog post information, I'll put a link up for that. Yeah, so this before we started this stream, I did a stream for just a short stream that went for like 40 minutes, just talking about the Immortal Empires. So yeah, if anyone wants to check that out, I'll just put a link for it here. There you go. But yeah, apparently the background noise is a bit too high, so it might be hard to hear, but I don't know, it seems all right to me, but I don't know, maybe it's, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, if you want to check out that, I'd be grateful if you would chuck a like on there and all that kind of stuff. I'll just have a look and see if anyone's playing Total War Warhammer. See you, Chairperson. No, no one's playing Total War Warhammer 2. No one's playing Total Warhammer 3. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, everyone go and watch my Immortal Empires read and discuss. Yeah, I'm really excited about Immortal Empires. The new, like, there was a little bit of new information today. The two exciting key points for me were the sailing, like being able to portal travel from the left side of the map to the right side of the map. The sea lanes, they're calling it. I think that fast travel from east to west is really good. And the other thing I'm really excited about is the late game scenarios, like end game scenarios that are going to pop up, like random end game scenarios, orc invasions, undead invasions, stuff like that. I think both those things are amazing developments, so really look forward to see how that goes. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for coming along, and catch you guys next time.